Welcome to Go Off and Create the podcast. I'm your host, Camia, and on this podcast, we like to highlight people that will go off and create. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And today we have with us Amy. Amy, how do you go off and create?
Oh, I go off and create by going out and enjoying God's creation.
Yes.
Just being out in nature, traveling the world.
Yes.
And just adventuring.
Adventure. I love it.
I call it Amy's Adventures.
Actually, that's perfect. I love that. I feel like that could like turn into like a book later. Like if you wanted to make an illustration book for like children or something, maybe adults. I don't know. Do with it what you will.
Go create.
But Amy, you are retired from the military, right?
Yes.
The Army,
yes.
To be more specific. So when you went into the military, was that always your game plan to retire early so you will be able to like have your adventures?
Absolutely not. But thank God for allowing that. And even in my early age of retirement, when I retired, I had no plans on what I was going to do, but I was actually caring for my mom, who traveled with me while I was in the military. And I lost her in 2022. And I was her caregiver for 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Between me and my siblings, she traveled with me. Like I said, at first she was traveling to take care of the kids, and then she had a major stroke and ended up becoming independent. So she traveled with me.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, she used to love when we retired in 2018 and moved to Georgia for retirement. She absolutely loved it. She loved the weather. And I started getting out to move the body as my self-care.
Yeah.
So I would go out and I would just walk miles, like 10, 14 miles.
Oh, wow.
McCurry Park. I started my journey in McCurry Park when I was able to push past my PTSD and realize that PTSD needed to live with me. I didn't need to live with it.
Ooh, that's good.
So getting out in nature and just listening to the whispers of God, even through water, through the crumbling of the leaves under my boots, the sound of the chirping birds singing, specifically to me for my self-care. And so I would come home, and because my mom couldn't get out, I would come home and show her all the videos and the pictures, and she would just like light up.
Vicariously through you.
She would just light up. Yeah. And then even with starting to post on social media as it grew to be bigger with posting stuff, going live, people would reach out in my inbox and say they were living vicariously through me. For my 50th birthday, I decided to travel solo to the Maldives. And I captured all of that. And shared it with people online. And everybody's like, Amy, I live vicariously through you. You know, because of health reasons, I can't travel. So when you post your videos, I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
When I go on a fast or when I feel like the enemy's trying to tell me, don't post. Because some people, you know, it's like, you post too much or you're too public.
Yeah.
No.
Really? People tell you that?
Yes. It may be disappointing to you to see that my posts are public, but it's helping somebody else.
Yes, but it's also helping you.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is like journalism, it's storytelling, it's your life.
It really is. And so a lot of times people don't realize too that for me, I have to move. Yeah. Otherwise, my PTSD is going to kick in. Yeah. Otherwise, I get stuck in a stage of grief. Yeah. So as long as I'm out moving, as long as I'm out going out and creating. Yes. And even like some people, when I'm out on a trail, I have a trail name. My peers, you get a trail name when you're out hiking from your trail family. Yeah. Your trail family is your tramley. And so they deem me paparazzi because I would always be taking pictures and videos of everything. And I love taking pictures of trees and the different motions and movement and how you can see life in what God created.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
And so it could be a smile when I lost my mom the first time I went back out hiking.
And how long did that take before you actually got back to the...
Oh my gosh. So my mom passed and she went to sleep. She was never in any pain. She went to sleep and just didn't wake up. She woke up on the other side. Yeah. So I want to say it was probably before I got back with the tramley, it was probably 3-4 months. She passed in July. I want to say October, November was my first time being back out. Okay, yeah. And it was a struggle because I didn't really want to get out. Yeah. But I realized...
And you were showing her your adventures.
And I was like, okay, Ma, I'm going to do it. I'm getting out. So I was actually hiking the Appalachian trails of Georgia. So, and I was getting ready to finish. So I had missed like 3 sections of the Appalachians Trail with the 8 people that I was doing the trail with. It's like 83 miles, but we were breaking it down in sections on the weekends, like 1 weekend out of the month, because I was the only one retired in the group.
Yeah.
So when I did get back out, one of my friends took a picture of me standing up on top of the mountain with my hands up in the air, just giving praise, because we had hit a summit, which is one of the highest peaks of the trail we were on. Yeah. And when I look back at the clouds, I could see a face in the cloud. Like you could see the face clear as day, smiling at me. And I just broke, because that was, again, like confirmation from my mom that it was okay to be back out on the trail, and that she was always with me, just like God is always with me.
Yes, absolutely.
So even though she wasn't here with me physically, and I think it was more joy tears and hurt tears, because I would have showed her that and say, Mom, do you see?
Yes, absolutely. But because you love her, this is why you're having these emotions, because that's a part of like grief. It's like you love this person so much that you just want them to be able to be there with you and enjoy the life experiences that you're having. And she is.
Yes. And I always tell people, these are not tears. I mean, I'm going to cry my tears.
Yes. Which is a release. It's still good for you.
Absolutely. But they're joy tears, because it's a moment that I'm remembering that I can't recreate again.
Absolutely.
So we used to always, and I always had my camera, and everyone's like, why you always take pictures? I had the most pictures of my mom. And myself. Because a lot of people take pictures. I take pictures in nature, of the nature backgrounds. But then I'm telling people, you need to be in the picture. So that's why you need to get comfortable with selfies. And then even if you're taking it and you're being creative with it, if you don't want your face to be seen, that's okay. But it can still be you. Your family, your friends know that the back of your head is the back of your head.
Right, absolutely.
So there are ways to create that same moment with you in it. It's not the same as reading a book and just flipping through flower pages. But I was there next to this unique flower that I found growing out in the middle of a mountain.
Which you might not see again.
That you will never see again. So I don't care if it's my boot in the picture or my hand shaping a heart around the flower, some kind of creativity to show that I was actually
I think
there.
What's happening now with the world that we're in, I think so many people think like taking pictures and videos is all content related, but sometimes it's not for content. It's not that it's going to be posted, but it is a memory. Like we used to take pictures just out of a memory, like you put it in, your photo album and things like that. So not everything is going to go onto a platform for everybody. And it's nothing wrong if that's what you're doing, but these are memories. And the further you get from those memories, the harder it is to remember the details.
Absolutely.
So there is power and beauty in taking pictures and videos, because it's documenting your life.
It's still
a story to tell.
It's a memory, and I call memories me, M-E.
Yes.
Memories.
Okay,
and
yes.
I capitalize the M-E.
Yes.
In memories. So one of my friends that I travel with, that I hike with, Mr. Chuck, quoted and said that when I die, he posted a picture and he said, when I die, I don't want people to remember me for why I died. I want them to remember me for
my
why
actions
and how I lived.
Yes.
And he was standing on top of the mountain on the edge of a cliff. that people was like, oh my gosh, don't do it. So I always remember that. And I said that's how I want people to remember me. They'll remember me. And I was telling you, my trail name is Paparazzi.
Yeah.
And it was like, I put it on everything. Because I'm always taking pictures.
Absolutely.
And not just of myself in nature, but other people, and showing other people how to get their creativity in those moments. So
Absolutely.
Even we just came back from Iceland in November, and one of the ladies that was with me, she said, I'm really bad. So even showing people how to use their phone to create their memories. And so I call them pits. paparazzis in training. So once they graduated, and even on a whale cruise that we went to, whale watching while we were in Iceland, some people from the UK were watching me film, and they were looking at my phone, and they saw me zoom out.
Yeah.
And they was like, what kind of phone does she have? That's fancy. She must be from the US.
Your phones have it too.
It's an iPhone. And I did show them how to do it. And they were just like, we got to follow you on Facebook or wherever you are. So even from the UK, even when I hiked the Camino in June in Spain.
Okay, first of all, we're going to get into all these places you've been to. But let's back up a bit. I know you're so excited, and I want to talk about these places. But when it comes to retirement, it's not an easy decision to make. It's early retirement, you know, because you are so used to doing this thing, and now you're walking away from it to start another thing. I mean, honestly, you're not starting another thing, but you're walking away from a career to not do what you've been doing for years upon years upon years. So was it an easy decision? Was it a scary decision to retire early? Or were you like, this has been the goal these past few years?
No, actually, it was not easy because I was not supposed to retire.
Oh, okay.
I ended up starting, when I came back from my last deployment, my PTSD was just really, really bad. Mm-hmm. So I ended up doing a medical discharge. Mm-hmm. I had to end up coming out on a medical because I would still be in. I would hold on to the hair.
Oh, you would still be there. Like,
so I did have to early retire because of medical reasons. Mm-hmm. But I just thank God. It was scary. 27 years I was in therapy, and had I not been able to talk about it with the therapist, I mean, being introduced to therapy late in my career and accepting that that's one thing that I needed to do.
And I think that's important to talk about because if there's anybody else who is dealing with PTSD, like this is the process you went through.
And people don't realize PTSD is more than just being in war, you know, or experiencing a car accident or trauma. My therapist helped me realize, Amy, you have been doing this for 27 years and now you're getting ready to do something different. Mm-hmm. That's another trigger to PTSD. Yeah. It's traumatic. Yeah. It's traumatizing.
Absolutely.
Because I've been putting on a uniform. I didn't have to worry about what I was going to wear to work.
Almost some of your identity is in the uniform.
It's all I knew for 27 years. And then being in a high-ranking position. Yeah. So we go E1 to E9, and I was an E8 when I retired. So it's, that
means I don't know what the ranking system is, but I know
that's what I'm saying, from E1 to E9, and then I was an E8 when I retired.
Right, so it's E9 like the cap?
One more, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
E9 would have been the cap. But I had to retire before I got to that mark.
And you would have went for that mark if you didn't have to. Yeah,
absolutely. And it was like really, really scary. And then not just retiring. When you retire, you have to make the decision for relocation. So it's like, where do you relocate to? I did not want to take my mom back to Indiana, where we were from. We didn't want to go somewhere where it snowed, where it would be even worse for her to even get out and to be as mobile as she could. As mobile as she could be. It's pretty cool. We homies. So retiring was really hard. And then I'm just like, I'm not gonna go back into the workforce. I was taking care of my mom full time. Unfortunately, my brother, my baby brother, he was helping with my mom, but unfortunately I lost him in 2017, a year before I retired. And so I said, we're going to go to Atlanta. Because when I was stationed here, when the bases were still active in 2003, I was here from 2003 to 2006. Yeah. And so I said, I'm going back to Georgia. Because everybody from the family, when I was stationed here, passed through going to Florida or wherever they may be going through. Yeah. And there was a major airport and it was like everybody would stop. So now everybody does stop. And come to my house.
Okay, well, cool. I mean, sometimes God be guiding you and you don't know. Like, you don't know. So sometimes it is on purpose that, you know, you retired early, even though that wasn't what you planned. Yep. It probably was what he planned, you know? Yep. So I think that's just important to pay attention to, because I think as humans, we want to hold on to a thing. And sometimes God is trying to take that thing from you. Yeah. You know? Because you're better for it.
Right. And another thing is I was going to school for healthcare management. So I was in school for healthcare management. I did get my bachelor's degree in healthcare management and was in the program for my master's. And I'm in my last class now. I finally decided to go back because it was a personal goal for me. Not that God has put anything on me to use that yet, but because I earned the opportunity to have that education by serving in the military, I said, let me go ahead and finish it. Yeah. So I only had like 6 classes to finish. And so I said, let me go back. You know, I don't have the excuse of, oh, I can't do it because, you know, I've got to take care of mom. Yeah. We'll do this, can't do that. Yeah. And I'm also raising my 2 eldest grandkids that I've had since birth. Yeah. One's getting ready to graduate in May.
Congratulations to him and you.
So making the decision to come back to Atlanta was definitely ordained by God. Yeah. And again, that healthcare management. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? So being able to take care of my mom full time instead of, and in Georgia, for whatever reason, Georgia at that time before COVID did not have where you can get paid to take care of your family member.
You can,
so it wasn't until COVID that Georgia actually kicked in and started saying that you can get paid for taking care of your loved ones.
It's like if you claim them as like something, right?
Yeah, for even the not because my mom was my dependent. I had legal guardianship of her, but for programs, health programs for provider care.
Yes, there we go.
She had it every other state where somebody could come in and get paid to take care of her. So here I am with this healthcare degree, and because my mom had the stroke, she couldn't talk. So anytime we had to go into the hospital, I was there.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, thank God I don't have to work. I don't have to put in leave or have leave. So because she couldn't talk again, I wouldn't leave her side. Yeah. At the hospital. And I ended up taking care of my mom as well as anybody that they may have put in a room with her if she didn't have a private room. So it's like,
that's beautiful.
Because nobody would come. Yeah. So I just thank God. You have a way of doing things.
He does. He does.
And even leading me to fellowship at my church, and because of COVID, and meeting amazing people, even like yourself.
I know.
You know? So
church family.
So it was really, really hard. Yeah. And I till this day don't want to go work for anybody else.
Let me tell you, I feel that. I really do receive that. You and a lot of us out here just want to be like, you know, I'll run my own thing. I'll do my own thing.
Oh, get on too.
Right. Not all of us are fortunate enough to be retired early. It is a desire of mine, but granted, I'm not in the military, so it's probably going to take a lot longer. But hey, I receive like whatever you have for me is for me. But let's get back to the traveling. Mm-hmm. So how many places have you been?
Outside the military or in the military? So in the military, I did deploy to Afghanistan, Kuwait. I did spend some time in Korea, but I wasn't stationed in Korea. Okay. It was for an exercise. I've been in Germany. I say Kuwait, Qatar.
Qatar, okay.
Qatar was my last deployment.
I
absolutely loved it.
Really? What did you love the most about it?
With the fact that it used to be a vacation spot for all the military. So when they would take leave in country, when they were deployed to Saudi Arabia or Iraq, they would come to Qatar. Okay. Beautiful country. Yeah. And I did medical logistics. So our warehouse was in Qatar.
Okay.
So we pushed medical supplies out to all the different areas.
But I would presume overseas. Like it's different traveling with the Army than traveling for yourself.
Exactly. And that's why I said, so that's why I said with the Army, or you talking about afterwards? Because even when I got out of the military, I really started traveling. Yeah. We went to Dubai. Yeah. That was my first overseas after getting out of the military. We went to Dubai and outside of a cruise. I don't really count cruise travel as international travel. So we flew to Dubai for my sister's 30th birthday. And she's 37 now, as of March 2nd. But and she's been more countries than me. And I'm jealous. But we've been hiking. Now that I've reintroduced myself to nature, just getting out to move the body for self-care, I would walk around McCurry Park in Fayetteville like for 10, 15 miles. And I was like, God put on my heart one day, let's do something different. Yeah. So then I start seeing these different hiking groups. So I joined a hiking group, and it was an adventure group. They changed it from hiking to adventure. And then we started traveling the world for hiking. One of my girlfriends said, hey, I'm doing this trip to Spain. We're going to walk the Camino, the last 100 and 101 or 11 miles of they call it kilometers. Let me not say miles.
Okay.
111 kilometers. Yes. On the Camino de Santiago, which is the way, and it's a pilgrimage walk. But we did it as a fundraiser, and it was like from city to city every day for 10 days. We were going from city to city.
That's dedication.
And people would see me on the trail, and it was so funny. It was like, hey, paparazzi!
Oh, I love that.
Because they would look for the next bright thing. Because when I'm on the trail, I have to be bright.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of dark today.
Right. I've seen you in pink before.
Inside. It's always got to be a bright color. Because if for whatever reason I get lost,
you're going to see me.
They're going to know how to find me.
Right. That's good thinking, though. That's smart thinking.
So I went to Dubai first, and that was just amazing. Beautiful country. Went to the beaches.
Yeah.
With no hiking then. I wasn't hiking then.
All right.
So then the next time I went somewhere, I went to Italy.
Yeah. Yes.
And we went to Rome.
Okay,
and,
so you saw the
cathedral.
Yes.
So we did some urban hiking.
Yeah,
so got
urban.
Some miles in Rome.
Okay.
Saw the Leaning Tower in Pisa.
All right. I've seen it in pictures. I haven't been over to Europe, so.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been at all. So.
Yeah, and so actually I went to Ramstein. And because one of my girlfriends, when I retired, her husband was in Afghanistan.
Okay.
And it was her birthday. So I flew to Germany, and then we went to a bus ride that took us like a 4-hour maybe bus ride through the military travel vacation thing for a tour in Paris.
Oh, cool.
So we went to the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, I love that. Or were there any places that you visit like that you're like, okay, this is cool, but I don't need to come back?
No, absolutely not. I'm just like, everybody needs to come here.
Right.
So a lot of people were like, and I've been to Alaska, but Alaska's a part of the U.S., right? So we went to Iceland this past November, and it was just absolutely amazing. So this past week, I've been binge watching the Game of Thrones again.
Are you serious? Great show.
Because it was filmed a lot of most
so you want to know where to go? Like, oh, can I?
So, and no, because I was like, oh, I took a picture right there.
Okay.
We're on the beach. That waterfall. Yes. So it was like absolutely amazing. So I'm like telling everybody, you got to go to Iceland.
Yeah.
The only thing I regret about going to Iceland is we didn't have time to go to those spas. The Blue Lagoon spa.
Like is it like
Sky Lagoon? It's like outside.
Right, and it's warm. Is it
like,
warm water?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and it's like layers, and you like go out, and then you're just looking at the ocean.
That would be gorgeous.
So I'm going back.
Of course. Why would you not?
I'm going back. It was a short flight, so I'm going back.
I love that. And like, what is like, even though you're in retirement, I would assume that you still are trying to be financially responsible. Like, are there any like, I don't know, tips for like deals or someone who may want to travel who's not retired? Like, is there anything that you do that?
Yes, we use for the last couple of hiking tours. Well, one of my very good friends is a travel agent, but she's still in the military.
Okay.
Dr. Beasley. She booked some of my travels outside of the hiking overseas. So she helped us with all that planning and stuff. So a good travel guide.
Yeah. Especially if you're going out of the country.
Out of the country. And me, personally, I don't fear going out of country by myself solo because I felt like I was really solo when I was traveling with unknown people when I was in the military. Yeah. You know, you still have to get to know people.
Yeah.
So there's different things and agencies and programs that people need to go on the Homeland Defense website when you're traveling by yourself to at least let the embassy know that you're there.
Right.
And always take pictures of your passport.
Yeah.
Make sure a family member has all of your information.
Right. But also look up the ways of the rules and laws of where you're going.
Absolutely. Things to know. Expedient has really been good on that too. Yeah. It will tell you things that you can do. So some of the times we will, when we travel outside a group travel, I would use Expedient, and they would have like different websites and stuff that you can go to book your different tours and the different excursions in country that you may have wanted to do. And these last couple of ones that we've been traveling with my hiking club have been through Adventure Travelers. And they are like based overseas, but they plan with the guiding companies in the different countries that we've gone to.
Okay.
And we have our last, well, not our last, but I'm getting ready to head to Vietnam in September.
Oh, awesome.
For 10 days with the hiking club as well. So we plan to leave a little bit early. So I'm going to get on Expedia and look up like Thailand, because if you're that close, you might as well go ahead and go.
I mean, because how often are you going to be?
Right.
You got to capitalize on the trip.
Right. Capitalization. And then it helps God has put like different people in my life that have been from those different countries.
Oh, awesome.
We traveled to Spain in June, and on the flight back, I was sitting next to a lawyer who was from Peru. And I was going to Peru in October. So it's like every step of the way. And then my bonus niece, she has friends from Iceland, and she has friends from Peru too. And I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. Couldn't get no better than that. Yeah. So it's just multicultural, multi-traveling, and just everywhere. There's no place that I've been that I wouldn't go back to.
That's awesome.
Even going to Peru, because we slept outside. I'm intense.
I mean, hey, the experience, right? That's an experience.
17,000 feet above sea level. Yeah, in the rain. If that's what you want to call experience, no.
But it was fun. But the fact of the high altitude.
Oh my gosh!
I remember. I don't know if you were talking about it, but like. Yes, like that's something that people need to know. Like you
literally
can't just
take your breath away.
You literally need to be like kind of like training yourself to be able to deal with these high altitudes.
Yes, and I wouldn't necessarily say training. You don't need a whole lot of training, but you do need to make sure you're drinking your water. Yeah, because when you go up in elevation, your body decreases. So that was the biggest mistake that I made. I was not hydrated enough. Right. So I was really dehydrated. So it literally took my breath away.
You're like, no, I need oxygen for real.
Come on, give me the oxygen. And I literally pumped the oxygen when I was in Peru. And that was before we actually started our descent up. We decided to go on an excursion the day before. So we went up Rainbow Mountain, which is 18,000 feet above sea level. Everybody else was like, oh, I'm going to take the horse up. Most of the way. I was like, nah, I got to get used to this. So, I'm going to get out there and just try to wing it. Yeah. And so a mile in, my steps.
And it was like, okay.
Shorter and shorter. It was like somebody was pulling my lungs backwards. Yeah. And I was trying to go forwards. So,
lesson learned.
Yeah. Lesson learned. Drink water. Hydrate. And I'm always telling people to hydrate. My pack has a hydration pack in it, but I was not sipping it.
Yes. See, as much as how are you prepared if you still not?
So now I do like a preparation class, and I let people know, hey, you really must drink your water and stay hydrated and slow sip, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to use the bathroom outside. There was no porta potties. They was like, hey, is there a bathroom near here?
Don't be spoiled.
Right over there. Look at that big tree.
Right. Don't be. Hey, our ancestors were outside. Okay. So it's the experience. Yes. And it's all of the experience. Yes. So get out the door. So I have to ask this just because of like where we're at now in this climate of the world. Do you have any concerns about still traveling right now, or because you're going on a trip in, you said September, October?
Yes.
Like, do you consider that like what's happening in the world, like where you're going to go and those types of things?
Yes, absolutely. Because we did have a trip planned to go to Jordan, but that got canceled because of what's going on throughout. And so, yes, I do take precautions. If it's not safe to be over there, I'm definitely not going to fly over there. And it's really sad because I actually know people that were stuck in Dubai. So I'm not concerned about being stuck in another country. It's more so making sure I have enough money to survive while I'm stuck over there. Yes. Because they're not going to be paying for me to stay over there. No, they're not.
If it's just money that's got to be converted,
financially prepared to be over there.
Yeah, or you'll be sleeping in the airport, which some people have had to.
Or the embassy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, or the embassy.
If they are aware that the embassy does exist, then yes. They can use the embassy too. So yeah, I really don't have any concerns though, because I travel in faith.
I was gonna say, he's on your side. Yes, he's on y'all side, and anybody who's stuck anywhere, we would definitely keep them lifted in prayer.
And we all have an end date, so if that's my time, at least I know that I got relationship, so I know where I'm going.
You're so silly. Real quick, do you want to show us your bag?
Yeah. Let me show you my bag. This is one of the packs. This is my day pack for short hikes, but short hikes, and when I say short hikes, probably like 10 miles. I would use
short
this
for you.
for a 10-mile hike.
Short for you.
But I have used it for a 20-mile hike too.
Okay. So it carries like your water.
Yes, it has a 3-liter water pack in it, and it has a straw because I have to have my hands free.
I have never seen that.
Because I told you they call me Paparazzi, so I got to have all my gadgets too.
Yes.
So this is one of my camera.
To me, Amy, a straw. I've never seen that before. There's a straw on this book bag. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I fill it up with ice. Usually before we have a hike, I fill it up with ice and then put water on top of it in the mornings, and
I think that's so cool.
Slow sip on it, so my hands can be free for all of my gadgets. And I always get patches everywhere I go. So I have this patches from, I haven't put it on because I haven't found room for it yet. So I still have it though. This is from Peru, from Machu Picchu. Oh, and this is the Camino sign patch.
Okay.
And people like, well, what is this? What is this? This is my bathroom pad. This is my tissue, my portable tissue.
Like, that's not the patch.
And it's very hydrating. And I have some hand sanitizer and then a whole lot of backup batteries. And one of the key things that I always make sure I have on the trail is mustard.
Mustard?
Mustard. In my first aid kit, I have mustard. So I always go to Quick Trip.
It's mustard, y'all.
Mustard,
for real.
Little mustard packages. You'll be surprised what these little mustard packages can do when your legs start cramping.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that?
Immediate relief.
Really? Well, shout out to mustard because I like mustard.
Yes.
So
yes,
that works.
People don't. Mustard, right. And they do have little packages of pickle juice too. That would help too.
Pick your poison if you will.
If you have a cramp, then whip out that mustard and you just like that.
I have learned today, okay, that book bags come with straws and mustard.
Yeah, it's called a hydration pack.
I didn't know this.
Yes.
So amazing to me.
And I have different sizes. Depends on, like I said, what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, this is my day pack.
Oh my God, absolutely! Amy, I really enjoyed it.
And I put all these stickers on it.
You have what?
I put all the stickers and patches on it.
Okay.
I put all the patches and stuff on it.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I am so happy that you shared all this with me. I've had so much fun learning about your life. And since I know you have a channel where people can follow you, I would like for you to let people know where they can follow you.
Well, you can follow me on YouTube, Amy Paparazzi Cowherd, or Instagram, Amy L Cowherd, and Facebook.
Yes.
Facebook is a little different, but God Bride Cowherd for now.
Okay, awesome. And for Go Off and Create, you can, of course, like, comment, and subscribe to this on YouTube. But we're also on Facebook, Instagram, Substack, Threads as Go Off and Create. Bye.